Yo, it's time to subscribe to Paid to Be Famous. What are you doing?
Subscribe to Paid to Be Famous.
Subscribe to Paid to Be Famous. Like the video. Come on.
Hell
you know
yeah.
the drill.
Button.
And slap that like button.
In today's video, we're going to be going over all the new weapons added to Destiny 2 Revenant Act 1. This is going to include the new seasonal weapons, the world drop weapons, and the refresh to the Garden of Salvation weapons. According to LightGG, the API has not updated, so I will not be going over any of the new dungeon weapons, so you don't have to worry about spoilers for that. And according to Light.gg, there are over 70 new weapons added to Revenant Act 1, so we're just going to be doing a quick overview, taking a look at the perks so you guys know what the god roll is for each of these new weapons that just released. So sit back, relax, and let's get into this. But before we get into this, make sure you guys are using my code PAID10 over at the advance.gg website. If you guys are looking for energy or if you guys need to focus while gaming, they got what you need over there, so go check it out and use my code. So first up, we have the new seasonal weapon, the Alethanim. It's a stasis grenade launcher, goes in the primary slot, and the exotic perk allows you to create special and power ammo. If you guys want a more in-depth review on this weapon, go check out my video that I made on it. Moving on, we have another exotic, the Icebreaker, that does come from the dungeon. This will be the only dungeon weapon I'll be going over. It's an exotic solar sniper rifle. Comes with the perk No Backpack. Final blows or assists with any other weapon or ability have a chance to create ammo for Icebreaker. Defeating powerful combatants will create multiple rounds. It also has the Icebreaker perk. Defeating a target with this weapon causes them to explode. Precision final blows or shattering a frozen target instead triggers an ignition. Then up next we have the Braytech Werewolf, one of the Festival of the Lost weapons. Looks like it had a perk refresh. Looks like they added kinetic trimmers to it. You can now get Onslaught on it. And you also have Rewind rounds and Lone Wolf that you can roll on it now. Looking pretty good for a 450 kinetic auto rifle. Then up next we have the Chroma Rush Legendary Kinetic Auto Rifle, Rapid Fire Frame. Got some good perks for PvP, Killing Wind, Dynamic Sway, To the Pain, Heating Up, and in that last column you got Kill Clip, Kinetic Trimmers, Target Lock, Frenzy, and the new basic origin trait Splicer Surge. Reloading this weapon after dealing damage grants the weapon a stacking reload speed and handling bonus until stowed. Then up next we have the Fair Judgment Legendary Stasis Kinetic Auto Rifle, Precision Frame. This comes with the set perks of Dynamic Sway Onslaught or Rhyme Stealer Headstone. And this auto rifle looks like it's going to be very good in any activity, PvP or PvE. Then up next we have the Accrued Redemption Legendary Kinetic Combat Bow, Precision Frame. In that first column you got things like Archer's Tempo, Successful Warm-Up, Killing Wind. In the second column you got Explosive Head, Rapid Hit, Firefly, Kinetic Trimmers, Lone Wolf, Archer's Gambit. Also has a basic origin trait, Photo Inhibition. This weapon deals bonus damage to combatant shields and targets with overshields. Breaking a combatant shield disorients them. Breaking an energy matched shield also disorients nearby combatants. Up next we also have another legendary kinetic combat bow, the Neoptolemus 2. Comes with things like Pugilist, Wellspring, Lone Wolf, Sneak Bow, and it also has that wild card basic origin trait. Honestly, in my opinion, doesn't look like anything too special on this bow. Then up next we have a new Nightfall weapon, the Rake Angle Legendary Stasis Kinetic Glaive. So it looks like we can rock that triple glaive loadout now. It's an aggressive glaive. Comes with things like Lead from Gold, Impulse Amplifier, Rhyme Stealer. Destroying a stasis crystal or defeating a frozen target with this weapon grants you frost armor, and it also comes with Chill Clip. So Rhyme Stealer and Chill Clip would be a good combo for this. And of course you have the basic origin traits for Nightfall weapons, Stunning Recovery, Vanguard's Vindication, and Hawkeye Breach armaments. Looks pretty spicy for a kinetic glaive. And keep in mind it's a Nightfall weapon, so you can get the adept version when you do those Grandmasters. Then up next we have the Returning Ignition Code Legendary Kinetic Grenade Launcher. And of course you can get that Slide Shot perk on here so you can bypass the reload. And in the last column you got things like Strategist, Reverberation to increase the size of detonations, Frenzy, Vorpal, High Ground. Looks like this is going to be another good grenade launcher to chase this season. Then we have another grenade launcher, a kinetic stasis one, the Liturgy. It's a double fire, hard-hitting twin fire rounds. This one also has a good stasis combo, the Rhyme Stealer and the Chill Clip combo. That's going to be pretty good. You can also get Lead from Gold on this. Got Chain Reaction, One for All. This also comes with Slideways, so you can bypass that reload. That's pretty cool. And you can also get Envious Arsenal on this. Dealing damage with both other weapons before readying this weapon will refill this from reserve, so you can bypass the reload that way too. Then we have the XQV or XQV legendary stasis hand cannon. It's an aggressive frame, so it's like the Igneous Hammer, 120 round per minute. This one's pretty cool. Comes with the Rhyme Stealer and the Headstone perk. So you can create the crystal with Headstone and then destroy it with Rhyme Stealer to get that stasis shard to spawn. It's got Frenzy on it to boost the damage, handling, and reload speed. You've got Encore, Lone Wolf, Explosive Payload, and Keep Away on it. Great perks for hand cannons right here. Up next, we got a returning pulse rifle, the Bygones, the original dad rifle, legendary kinetic pulse, adaptive frame. This is dropping from Gambit, so you can get a whole bunch of perks. Lone Wolf, Under Pressure, Keep Away, Zen Moment in that first column. In the second column, you've got Closing Time, Kill Clip, Head Seeker, Kinetic Trimmers, Vorpal Weapon, Desperado, Firefly. Honestly, a whole bunch of good perks on this weapon. Definitely worth your time to grind out. Good luck in there in Gambit. Up next, we have a Garden of Salvation legendary kinetic pulse rifle, the Sacred Provenance, aggressive burst. You get things like Stats for All, Lone Wolf, Killing Wind, Heating Up, Rapid Hit in the first column. Last column, you got Kill Clip, Desperado, Kinetic Tremors, One for All, Head Seeker. Then it looks like there are some redacted perks right here. Not really sure what those are. Let me know down in the comments if you know what they are. Then up next, looks like we have the Stay Frosty Stasis Kinetic Pulse Rifle returning. It's a lightweight frame. Do believe this comes from the Christmas event coming up. In that first column, looks like you get Rhyme Stealer once again, Encore, Moving Target, Killing Wind, and Light in Action. That second column, you got Kill Clip, Headstone, Head Seeker, Desperate Measures, Desperado. Stay Frosty is a really good pulse rifle, and it looks like you can get a ton of good perks on it. Then up next, we have the Live Fire Stasis Kinetic Scout Rifle Precision Frame. This one also comes with a Rhyme Stealer, Heating Ups, Assistance, Rapid Hit. In that last column, you got Headstone, No Distractions, Offhand Strike, Shoot to Loot. Comes with the basic origin trait Field Tested. Then up next, we have the Red Tape Legendary Stasis Scout Rifle, lightweight frame. One of these seasonal weapons. Looks like you got that Rhyme Stealer Headstone combination. It's really good. You Keep Away in the first column. Fourth time's a charm, Attrition Orbs. Second column, you got Rampage, Explosive Payload, One for All, and the Dark Ether basic origin trait. Looks pretty spicy. Up next, we have the Deadlock Legendary Stasis Shotgun Precision Frame. I believe this is the comp shotgun. Looks like it already has a 5 out of 5 for Crucible. Comes with Slide Shot, Threat Detector in that first column. Then, of course, you got Opening Shot, Trench Barrel, Closing Time in the second column. And then you also have the option to pick different stocks in the fourth column, which is really nice. Been hearing a lot of good things about this shotgun already. Then we have Tenash's Mastery Legendary Stasis Sidearm. This is actually the first Stasis rocket assisted frame. I believe this comes from Iron Banner. Turning in engrams to Lord Saladin. Looks like in the first column you get things like Impulse Amplifier, Offhand Strike, Reverberation, and you can get Chill Clip. That's probably going to be the go-to perk, Chill Clip. And you also have Bait and Switch, because you know when you're damaging the raid boss, you want to pull out your sidearm. Also got Adagio, Frenzy, One for All, Surrounded in that last column. I'm thinking maybe Loose Change and Chill Clip might be good. As long as Chill Clip counts as an elemental debuff, Loose Change, applying an elemental debuff to a target, increases his weapon's reload speed, aim assist, and movement while aiming down sights. That might be pretty good. Then up next, we have the Reckless Oracle Garden of Salvation Auto Rifle Rapid Fire Frame Void Energy. First column, you got things like Strategist, Killing Wind, Keep Away, Tap the Trigger, Destabilizing Rounds. Second column, you got Repulsor Brace, One for All, Dynamic Sway, Kill Clip, and Paracausal Affinity. I believe this is the first time Paracausal Affinity is on other raid weapons, which is pretty cool. I'm thinking Destabilizing Rounds and One for All might be pretty spicy. You spread that volatile pretty easily, and I'm thinking that'll probably proc One for All, so you get that extra damage. That might be pretty spicy. Then up next, it looks like we have another holiday weapon, the Glacioclasm Void Fusion Rifle returning. You can get Slide Shot, Subsistence, Under Pressure, Vorpal Weapon, Closing Time, High Impact Reserves, Reservoir Burst. That Slide Shot Reservoir Burst combination is probably going to be pretty spicy once again. Then we have the Plug One Legendary Arc Energy Fusion Rifle Precision Frame returning for the 20th time. Looks like you can get Slideways, Feeding Frenzy, Reconstruction in that first column. You got Reservoir Burst, Volt Shot on it, So it looks like you can get that same combo you can with Glacioclasm, but on an arc fusion rifle and get Slideways with Reservoir Burst. That might be pretty good. Then we have the Zealot's Reward Legendary Void Energy Fusion Rifle Rapid Fire Frame from Garden of Salvation. Comes with auto-loading holster, under pressure, lead from gold, destabilizing rounds, closing time in the second column, controlled burst, successful warm-up, one for all, reservoir burst. I'm really curious about destabilizing rounds and reservoir burst. You got additional damage and causing enemies to explode from reservoir burst on top of a destabilizing round shot. That might be pretty good. Then it looks like we have the Albedo Wing Arc Energy Glaive returning. Aggressive frame. You got beacon rounds on it to improve the tracking. Strategist. Desperate Measures, Golden Tricorn, Lead from Gold, and Volt Shot in that last column. Kind of like Beacon Rounds and Volt Shot, that combination might be good. Then up next we have the Ancient Gospel Legendary Void Energy Hand Cannon from the Garden of Salvation. Adaptive Frame 140 Hand Cannon. Got a rapid hit, destabilizing rounds. Rampage in the first column. Second column you get Harmony, To the Pain, Rangefinder, Explosive, and Kill Clip. So it looks like you can get that spicy Rampage Kill Clip combination. You guys missed out on the Kindled Orchid. Get in there and farm. Up next we have the Yesterday's Question Legendary Arc Energy Hand Cannon Heavy Burst. Trials of Osiris Hand Cannon. Get things like Fourth Time's a Charm, Vorpal Weapon on it, Dragonfly Volt Shot. If you guys want a full breakdown of this, I made a whole video on it. Go check it out. Up next, we have the Grid Skipper Legendary Void Pulse Rifle Rapid Fire Frame. Another seasonal weapon. Looks like you can get the classic Repulsor Brace Destabilizing Rounds combination for PvE. Then you can get some pretty good perks for PvP. Killing Wind Headseeker, Zen Moment Headseeker. That's going to be pretty good. Then up next we have the Jurassic Green Legendary Solar Energy Pulse Rifle. I believe it comes from the Festival of the Lost Rapid Fire Frame. You can get things like Closing Time, Lone Wolf, Heal Clip on it. It's going to be pretty good. Keep Away, Subsistence. In the last column you got Incandescent, Headseeker, Frenzy, Kill Clip, Under Pressure. A lot of good perks on this Rapid Fire right here. Up next we have the Vantage Point Legendary Arc Energy Pulse Rifle Adaptive Frame. Comes with Keep Away, To the Pain, Closing Time in that first column. And you can actually get that new perk Jolting Feedback, which is really nice. Dealing repeated damage with this weapon inflicts Jolt, which in my opinion is just better than Volt Shot because you don't actually have to get a kill. And you can also get Desperado and Headseeker on it. That's going to be pretty nice. Then up next it looks like we have the Arcane Embrace. This is going to be a brand new Festival of the Lost weapon. A heavy burst hard-hitting 2-round shotgun. Does arc damage. Comes with Slide Shot, Dual Loader, Threat Detector. And what is this? It comes with Desperado on a shotgun. I've never seen that before. You can also get Precision Instrument, Tap the Trigger, Volt Shot. Very, very interesting. Can't wait to see how this plays out in the sandbox. Then we have the Legato 11 Legendary Solar Energy Shotgun, Pinpoint Slug Frame, World Drop. Looks like you can get Heal Clip on it, Killing Wind, To the Pain, Triple Tap in that first column. And you got things like Focus Fury, Frenzy, Incandescent, Vorpal Weapon on there. It actually has some pretty good perks if you're trying to do DPS with a slug shotgun. Then up next we have the Prophet of Doom Legendary Arc Energy Shotgun Precision Frame. Comes from Garden of Salvation. First column looks like you got Reconstruction, Threat Detector, Slideways, Pugilist. In the last column got Barrel Constrictor, Opening Shot, 1-2 Punch, Volt Shot. Looks like it'll be pretty spicy. For PvP, you can get that classic Threat Detector with Opening Shot combination. That'll be pretty nice. Up next, we have the Scavenger's Fate Legendary Void Energy Shotgun Precision Frame. Seasonal shotgun, kind of looks like the Dustrock Blues. Looks like you can get Repulsor Brace, Destabilizing Rounds on it. You can also get Slide Shot and Closing Time. Closing Time improves range, accuracy, and handling as the magazine gets lower. Closing Time's pretty good in the Crucible since you don't have a lot of shots to begin with. You can also get Surrounded, Frenzy, Lone Wolf, Discord on it. Then we have the Sojourner's Tale Legendary Solar Energy Shotgun Pinpoint Slug Frame. You can get Quick Draw, Moving Target, Heal Clip, Auto Loading in that first column. Second column, you got Opening Shot, Incandescent, Precision Instrument, Swashbuckler. Not too bad for a slug shotgun. Then up next, we have the Anonymous Autumn Legendary Arc Energy Sidearm Lightweight Frame. This is going to be a Crucible drop, so it comes with a ton of perks. First column's got Demolitionist, Zen Moment, To the Pain, Rangefinder, Lone Wolf. In that last column, you got Adagio, Frenzy, Kill Clip, Volt Shot, Precision Instrument. A lot of good perks to be chasing on this sidearm. Then up next we have the Insurmountable Legendary Void Energy Sidearm. Another seasonal weapon, Precision Frame. First column comes with Lone Wolf, Repulsor Brace, Threat Detector, Demolitionist. In that second column you got Destabilizing Rounds, Desperate Measures, One for All, Rampage, Surrounded. I like that Repulsor Brace, Destabilizing Rounds combo that can roll on this. Then we have another Festival of the Lost weapon, the Macabre Legendary Arc Energy Sniper Rifle, Aggressive Frame. Comes with Keep Away, Snapshot, Triple Tap, Demo in the first column. You can get Opening Shot, Volt Shot, Discord, Firing Line, Vorpal in that last column. One of the best aggressive snipers in the game. Definitely worth the time to grind this out in Festival of the Lost. Up next we have the Omniscient Eye, Legendary Solar Energy Sniper Rifle, Rapid Fire Frame. Comes from the Garden of Salvation. Looks like that first column gets Lead from Gold, 4th time's a charm, No Distractions, Mulligan. In the second column you got Snapshot, Vorpal, Incandescent, Opening Shot, Precision Instrument. Pretty good sniper rifle. It was never my favorite, but it is really good. Up next we have the Sovereignty Legendary Void Energy Sniper Rifle, Adapted Frame. First column comes with things like Explosive Payload, Dragonfly, Demolitionist. Second column you got Harmony, Desperate Measures, Precision Instrument, Box Breathing, Firing Line. I don't really know how I feel about this one. Then up next we have the Valletta F Legendary Void Energy Sniper Rifle, Aggressive Frame. Comes with Deconstruct, Repulsor Brace, Snapshot. In that first column, we got Withering Gaze in the second column. Aiming this weapon for a short period of time without firing grants the ability to weaken a target. That's probably pretty good if you guys are going to do some boss damage with this. And you've got Destabilizing Rounds as well, Focus Fury, Vorpal Weapon, Firing Line. It's got a lot of good perks to up the damage on bosses. And you can also get the classic Snapshot Opening Shot for PvP. Up next, we have the Noxious Vetiver Legendary Arc Energy Submachine Gun Precision Frame. This one looks like it's going to be pretty good. You got things like To the Pain, Unrelenting, Pugilist, Heating Up. You got that new Jolting Feedback that's going to jolt targets. Target Lock, Frenzy, Vorpal, Rampage. Honestly, I would probably go for Unrelenting and Jolting Feedback, or maybe Attrition Orbs and Jolting Feedback. Up next, we got another Halloween weapon, the Cosmic Legendary Void Power Grenade Launcher, Rapid Fire Frame. I do believe they slightly buffed rapid fires this season. Get things like Clown Cartridge, Impulse Amplifier, Withering Gaze. I don't think we've ever had Withering Gaze on a grenade launcher before. This will help weaken targets for you, and maybe you can pair that with the second column Bait and Switch for that extra damage. Also comes with Explosive Light, Destabilizing Rounds, Chain Reaction. This might be a pretty spicy grenade launcher. Gotta check it out, do some further testing. Now, speaking of grenade launchers, up next we have the Bittersweet Legendary Arc Power Grenade Launcher Adaptive Frame. Heard a lot of good things about this. Everyone's saying that this is the new best in slot grenade launcher. Comes with Envious Arsenal, dealing damage with both other weapons before readying this weapon. Refills it from reserves. Got Reverberation, Attrition Orbs, Loose Change. And in that second column, you got Explosive Light, Bait and Switch, Killing Tally, Frenzy, and Jolting Feedback. A lot of good perks here that'll boost the damage. I believe everybody I see on Twitter is going for Envy's Arsenal and Bait and Switch for that god roll. Up next, we have the Wicked Sister Legendary Strand Grenade Launcher Adaptive Frame. Looks like this is a Vanguard weapon, so you got a ton of perks to be chasing. First column, you got Clown Cartridge, Slice, Envious Arsenal, Strategist, Unrelenting. Second column, you can get Hatchling, Deconstruct, Explosive Light, Bait and Switch, High Ground, Full Court, One for All. Another grenade launcher that can get a lot of damage dealing perks in that second column. We gotta see how this Strand grenade launcher plays out. Then it looks like we have a brand new Dawning Legendary Void Power Linear Fusion Rifle coming up. This one can also roll with the Withering Gaze, which is going to be pretty good for boss damage. You got Clown Cartridge, Reconstruction, and you got Bait and Switch, Firing Line, Precision Instrument, and Vorpal Weapon. I'm really thinking that Withering Gaze and Bait and Switch is probably going to be the go-to. And then don't forget, this also comes with Vice Stinger. You get a chance to automatically reload. This might actually be pretty cracked. Gonna need to get my hands on the Mistral Lift for sure. Then up next, we have the Archon's Thunder Legendary Stasis Power Machine Gun High Impact Frame. This one comes from Iron Banner. Comes with things like 4th time's a charm, Envious Assassin. Got that Rhyme Stealer, so you can create stasis shards. Last column got Onslaught, Headstone, Killing Tally, Rewind Rounds, Target Lock. I might be going for that Rhyme Stealer and Headstone combination on this one. Up next, it looks like we have the returning Avalanche Legendary Solar Power Machine Gun Adaptive Frame. Looks like this time around it comes with Heel Clip in the first column, Dragonfly, Closing Time, Subsistence, Rewind Rounds. In the last column, you got Incandescent, Vorpal Weapon, Firing Line, Golden Tricorn. Seems alright. Definitely not the best machine gun on this list. Up next, we have the Heretics Fervor. Legendary Stasis Power Rocket Launcher, Aggressive Frame. Comes with Tracking in the first column, Auto-Loading Holster, Rhyme Stealer, Slide Shot. Second column gets Chill Clip, Frenzy, Bipod, Explosive Light. Looks like a really good combination is actually going to be Slide Shot and Explosive Light. You can bypass that reload and just keep on doing damage. Just make sure you stay out of your teammates' way when you're sliding. Up next, we have the Tomorrow's Answer Legendary Void Power Rocket Launcher from Trials of Osiris, High Impact Frame. You got Withering Gaze, Envious Assassin, Envious Arsenal in that first column. You got Bait and Switch, Bipod, Cluster Bombs, Explosive Light, Vorpal Weapon. Once again, I'm really curious about that Withering Gaze and Bait and Switch combo. Aim down sights for a little bit so you can weaken the target, plus the Bait and Switch additional damage. Tomorrow's Answer Adept might be a very good DPS option. Then up next, looks like we have another Dawning weapon returning, the Zephyr Legendary Stasis Power Sword Adaptive Frame. You got Attrition Orbs in the first column, Rhyme Stealer, Relentless Strikes. In that last column, you can get the Cold Steel, Whirlwind Blade, One for All, Chain Reaction. Kind of want to see that Rhyme Stealer, Cold Steel combination in action. And then up next, we have the Horror Story, another Halloween weapon, Legendary Kinetic Auto Rifle, Precision Frame. First column comes with things like Dynamic Sway, Discord, Envious Assassin, Demolitionist. Second column gets Headstone, Target Lock, Cascade Point, Vorpal, and Adrenaline Junkie. Doesn't really sound too spicy in my opinion. And my friends, it looks like that is the end of the list for the new weapons. There are definitely some good weapons to be chasing after this season. Looks like they put a lot of good things in the Festival of the Lost and the Dawning event, so that'll be nice to grind out. And they also put some spicy rolls on those Trials weapons. So if you guys are new here and found this helpful, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.